Hi all, welcome back to System Verilog sessions. So in the last session I have covered string operators. So in this session we will discuss basic string methods. Here we have string.len method. All methods are from dot method. Okay, string.len, string.putc, getc, tolover, compare, iCompare, substring methods. So we will discuss one by one. Okay, first one is string.len method. It's similarly in array like we have size method, right? Dot size. It will return the size of the array. Similarly in string we have string.len. It will return the number of characters in the string. Basically we use this to find the length of the string. Okay, and next one is string.putc method. It's a void function. It has the two arguments. One is int type and another one is byte, that means character. Here it will replace the ith character in the string with the given character. In this string.putc method we have to mention the index number and the character where you want to replace the character. Okay, in the given index, here you will mention the index. In that index it will replace the existing character with the this character. Okay, what you have mentioned here, that will be replaced. And and next one is string.getc. It has a one argument function byte. It will return the byte. Okay, so we used to get the character in the given index value. Okay, it returns the ASCII code of the ith character in the string. And string.tolover, it is used to it returns the string with the characters in the string converted to lowercase. It's similarly in C also we have this type of function method, right? So string.tolover means whatever the string is there, all characters will convert it to lowercase. Okay. Similarly, we have string.toUpper. Whatever the string is there, so it will be converted to uppercase. All the characters. Okay, each character will convert it to uppercase. So next one is string.compare method. It's used to compare the two strings, this str and s. Okay, here how it will compare based on the lexicographical manner. Lexicographical manner we have already discussed. So in that manner it will compare. So basically it will return not only 0, it will return 0, positive values and negative values. Okay, how I'll tell you. So the comparison is the case sensitive and the function returns an integer value based on the first mismatched character between the two strings. So I have told already, like each character wise it will compare. The first mismatched character decides what value it has to return. Okay, here it will return 0 when both strings are identical. Okay, if both strings are equal or identical, then it will return 0. And if the string str is greater than this string, then it will return the positive values. That means greater than 0 values. Whether what value it will be, you may have this doubt which value it will return, how it will return. So that is based on the subtraction. Okay, this we know that it is compared by each character, right? So ASCII code, based on the ASCII code it will compare and it will perform the subtraction. So this capital letters, small letters, we know that this lowercase has a highest ASCII code and the uppercase has a lowest ASCII code. Okay, so if the first mismatched character of the left string is nothing but this str, has a greater ASCII value than the corresponding character of the right string, that time it will give the greater than 0 values. Okay, and if the left side of the character string is less than the right side of the string, that time it will give the less than 0. Okay, negative values. So like this it will return. And now this iCompare is also same as compare only. What's the difference is, here we know that this is a case sensitive. Dot compare is case sensitive, but this dot iCompare is case insensitive. Except that case insensitive, everything is same. Okay, the performance, everything is same, but it is case insensitive. We will discuss this in the code. Okay, last one is string.substring method. Here it has a two arguments. Here we have to mention the numbers. Okay, from where to where it has to make the substring. It will return the new string, that is a substring formed by the characters in the position I through j of the string. Here for example, a string dot substring of 2 to 5 is there. That means it will collect the characters from 2 to 5th, second to 5th index. Okay, it makes a separate new substring. We will see this example in the code. So here is the code. for the string basic methods. Okay, I have string 1, string s1, s2, s3. S1 has a value hi everyone, which is of 11 characters, and string s2 is also here hey everyone, not hi everyone. I replaced I with e, hey everyone. Okay, so here I'm printing s1 by using the dot len method. S1 dot len, it will return the number of characters present in the string, right? So S1 dot length means it will return the characters present in the S1 string. So it has to return 11 now. Here I have run the code. Here you can see 11. It's returning 11. And next I'm calling s1 dot putc method. Putc method, it has a 2 arguments. So here index number is 2 and I want to replace the character. I told you we have to consider only one character, right? So here I'm taking char. Okay, but it will consider only c. Here you can see in second index means 0 1 2. Here space is there in the second index, so in space will be filled with the character this one. Okay, since I have a 4 characters here, it will consider only c, because only one character we have to mention. Even though if you mention string, it will take consider only one character. Here see hi, in the space c is filled now. Hi see everyone. Got it? So now I am calling getC method, s1 dot getC. Here I have index number 2. That means it will return the character which is present in the second index. In the second index previously what was the string? This one, this was the string now, and here second character is nothing but C, 0 1 2. C is the second character and ASCII code of C is 99. Here I am printing both string and here you can see percentile D and percentile S. So S will return this character and D will return the ASCII code of that character. Okay. After that I'm overriding the string S1 with a string called engineering. Okay. Here I'm printing s1 dot to lower method. So what it will do, it will convert the string to the lower case. Here the string is in capital letters, so when I call the to lower method, it will return the string into lower case. All the characters is in lower case, right? So here you can see. And to upper, now s1 is in lower case. When I call the to upper method, it will convert the string to the uppercase characters. Engineering. Now we will see the comparison. Okay, I'm giving the value for the s2. I'm overriding the string s2 with the name engineering, but here the first letter is capital and all other letters are in the lower case. Okay, so I'm displaying the compare method, s1 dot compare of s2. So left string is s1, right string is s2. It will compare s1 and s2. Okay, so now tell me, okay, this s1 and s2 are identical. This is the s1 and this is the s2. To upper means it will not consider this. Okay, to upper means this only it will take. Okay, because after to lower method again we are calling to upper method, so it's also same engineering, and here also same engineering. So I am comparing this one and this one now. So both are not identical, even though spelling are equal only, spelling are correct only, but we know that dot compare method is compare the strings in the lexicographical manner and it's a case sensitive. So these both strings are not equal. Okay, both strings are not equal. So what it will return, it will return the difference. Okay, first it will start from the left side, it will compare both the string. This is s1 and s2, right? So first it will consider capital E and capital E, so both are identical. It will move to the next character. So n and n, here this is capital N and this is small n. So we know that lowercase has a highest ASCII value and capital letters have less ASCII value. So it is less, s1 is less than s2. What it will return? Negative values. If the left string is less than the right string, it will return the negative values. So difference between capital N and small n. So we know that the 32 is the difference between uppercase and lowercase, right? So since the letters is same, only the case is difference, so the difference will be in the 32 only, always 32 only. So small a to capital A, 32. small n to capital N 32 only. Okay, but it's in the negative. Here you can see minus 32. It is returning minus 32 when I call the compare method. Okay, now I'm calling I compare method. For the same example, I'm calling dot I compare method. Dot I compare method, what it will do? We know that it's a case insensitive. Insensitive means, so it will not going to compare the lowercase or uppercase. It will consider both the characters same only. There is no comparison on the lowercase or uppercase. Okay, the small n and capital both are same. Here it consider it as a identical. Okay, E is small n is capital small n and capital N both are identical in dot I compare, because dot I compare is nothing but case insensitive, so it will going to return 0. We know, right, in compare method how it is. If the two strings are identical, it will return 0. So here it will consider both the strings are identical, so it is returning 0. Okay, so here I'll show you on change. Here I'll take A. Okay, or not A, I'll take capital N is there. Here I'll take Z. Okay, now what it has to return? This dot compare method, it has to return the negative value, minus 12. Okay, you check it, the ASCII code of capital N and capital Z. Okay, and minus it, subtraction, you perform the subtraction and you will get the value minus 12. Okay, and here also dot I compare method. So here first it will check first character E and E, both are identical. It move to the next character N and N, N and Z. So here it find the difference N and Z, so it is also returning minus 12. The only difference in dot compare and dot I compare is in the case sensitive, whether it is a case sensitive or case insensitive. Compare is case sensitive and dot I compare is case insensitive. That's all. Okay, thank you.